आवाज आ रहा है? My mummy is there. Oh shit. Hello. So hello, hi, good evening. So this is Krishnaveni and we've been talking about the story of life on earth. Yes, ma'am, good evening. So thank you so much for joining my session today. So here we are, Saturday, so 7 p.m. session is a very interesting one, right? So we talk something apart from biology, so apart from all the NCERT, all NEET, something very different, something that's very peaceful. Yes, Shubham sir, good evening. So thank you so much for joining my session. Yes, Harini, good evening. So thank you. Hi Satyendra, so you remembered I have a session at 7, so thank you so much for joining my session. So that's great having you here. Now you guys will quickly like, share and subscribe the link. So this is not about biology, so it's a session which anyone can attend. So quickly let your friends know. So very soon we'll have a very interactive one. So please do call your friends as well. Quick, I'll give you 2 more minutes so that you can like, share and subscribe the link. Yes? Come on guys, quick. So with what expectation are you here for this session? So what do you think I'm going to talk about? So what do you mean by future is now? So what am I going to address on? Yes, so you're here, fine, okay. So it's a session that we're going to talk our problems out. Everything is fine. But what am I going to talk about in this session? Any idea? Yes, what I'm going to talk here. So what do you mean by future is now? So which is the future then? If I say future is now, then there is no present. So what do I actually mean? Any idea? Yes. Come on, quick. So please do share the link with your friends. So one, share in your Instagram, in your WhatsApp. We'll do the needful. Quick. Yes, done. I know it's really tiring to come back to the session after a day full of classes. I know your schools have reopened, but yes, something you need to refresh. So instead of watching some video on YouTube, yes, please do watch my video. So it's something that we're going to talk, which is very important for your life. Yes, yes, quick. I'm still waiting. 2 more minutes. Quickly share the video. Share the link with your friends. Come on. Hello, sir. Hello. So thank you so much for joining my session. All right. So I don't know what is the first thing that you got when you looked at my video, which says future is now. But it's a very curious topic for me. So it was, I actually watched a video about my favorite author which said future is now, and that struck the entire chord in me. So yes, what are we running behind? So what are we running behind when you cannot enjoy the present? So if you want me to reframe this heading, so it can be like live the present moment. So that is all that I want to tell you in this lecture. So future is now is just another way of putting the sentence. But all that I want to tell you is live in the present moment. So that is all that I want to tell you, okay? So why it is important to live in the present moment? So why it is important to breathe? Of course, it has some biological importance as well. So if you want to stay fit and healthy, of course, so live in the present, so you'll always be fit and healthy. So if you're living in the present, so you'll definitely take care of your health, right? Yes. So if you say you're health conscious and if you hardly care about the present, then it does not make sense. So there is no link between the two. Yes, so that is why it's important to live in the present. So shall we go into the session? So I guess you have shared the link. So I believe, yes. So let's see if your friends join in between. Before that, let's go. They can watch the recorded lectures as well. Okay. So do you have a moonlit sky outside? So can you just peep outside the window? So if you're right under the bright sky, so just please check if it's a moonlit sky. How many of you just unconsciously said, yes, ma'am, it's a moonlit sky? Yes. How many of you nodded? Yes, it's a moonlit sky outside. Even before looking, some people would just look up and say, I can't see the moon, but the moon might be there in the sky. Always the moon is there. The moon does not run away. But is it a moonlit night tonight? That is my question. Yes. Yes, it is a moonlit night. Really? No, yesterday was a no moon day, so today you will not have a moon. So why did you say yes? Yes, that is how you are. So you are so preoccupied with so much of thinking. that even before you could think of something, like there is something called as no moon day, a full moon day, so you just blankly said, yes, it's a moonlit sky. Yes, of course, the moonlit sky is beautiful, but today is not a moonlit sky. Yes, so why did you say yes? So where are you all lost? So I remember so many students texting me, ma'am, the whole day I wasted. I never studied anything. I'm not studying a single word. I'm not being efficient. I'm not being productive. This, that, this. Why? Where are you lost? The whole day is yours. So you have 24 hours. Even I have 24 hours. So others. Even Ambani has 24 hours. Yes, everyone has. Then where are you lost? Where are you going wrong? Yes? So you're lost in thoughts. Thoughts about what? So are you running a family that you have hell a lot of things running in your mind? Yes. Are you in a financial crisis to run the family, to feed your kids? Nothing, right? So all the task that is given to you is study. Yes. And all that I am asking you is to study biology, right? Then why are you lost? So are you lost in the past thoughts, or are you lost in the future thoughts? So these are two important aspects. So I understand every one of us is lost, deep lost in our own thoughts, in our own problems, in our own stress-filled environment. Yes, that's completely fine, because today in the contemporary world, in the last lecture, we were talking about mental health, right? So every third American is being stressed. Every third American is mentally ill. So I agree, in the contemporary world, you and I, everyone is mentally disturbed, completely fine. But where are you lost? In your past or in your future? Yes, it can be two things, right? So if you justify saying, ma'am, I'm lost in thoughts about future, so it is fine. No, it is not fine. If you tell me, ma'am, I'm lost in the thoughts of my past, it's still not fine. Both are not fine. Live in the present. That is all my agenda for today. Okay. So you are highly distracted in this contemporary world, right? So in this present world, so everyone is highly distracted. So like I told you before, we are more of a human doing than of a human being. Yes. Yes, good evening. Thank you so much for joining my session. So please do like, share, and subscribe. Yes, so we are more of a human doing than of a human being. Yes. Okay. So in this highly distracted world, but yet life's one of the brightest challenges or paradox comes from the hinge that you can have the brightest future only if you live the present moment. Because if you're going to shape your future, you first have to live your present, right? If you want to be a doctor tomorrow, the efforts that you put in today will show the result. But instead, if you take dreaming, frustrating, irritating, saying, I'm not reading anything, and spoiling the present, so what is the point? Your future is also half midway hanging in air. Your future is not guaranteed. So why are you lost? Yes, I know all of you right now lost in thoughts, either past or future. Yes, that is up to yourself. So I can just ask questions, but if you're truthful to yourself, you will give the right answer, right? Yes, I don't have to pester you. So it is called as the art of living in the present moment, which is not, which many do not have the ability to. Yes. So if I say we have 7 billion population in the world, trust me, right now, in this moment, in this second, hardly 7 people will be living in the present moment. The rest, all of us are lost in our own thoughts. Okay. So just a few seconds before the class, even I was lost in my own thoughts because today is Saturday night. Yes, I am also tired after a day's lecture. Yes, all of us are lost in our own thoughts. I'm not saying, yes, I am the exception where I live the present moment. No, I am one among you. But yes, I have some awakening that living in the present can give us benefits. Yes, it will not happen overnight. Even a habit takes 21 days, right? Yes? Okay. So it is called as art of living the present moment, which is not possible by many. So if you look at the monks, if you look at Buddhists, if you look at Japanese saints, monks, etc., so they strictly follow, or they call this as the art of living in present. Okay, and they try to make it possible. They are trying to spread awareness, etc. Yes. So what is this art? So what is the psychology behind this? So the psychology of living in the present. So let me tell you, if you live in the present than getting lost in your past or future, so what are the advantages? So being your biology faculty and dealing with human physiology right now in your YouTube classes and genetics that I've been teaching so long. So if you are living in the present moment, your blood pressure is in control, okay? Your IQ improves, yes. Your concentration improves. Then when you get lost in your thoughts, then when you get frustrated thinking about your future or your past, yes, your IQ level increases, your body is at equilibrium, your process of digestion happens properly. So, like I told you in my 3 o'clock lecture, so the process of digestion takes up 90% of your body's energy, right? So if that 90% of the energy that is being taken up by your body is not being productive or efficient, then you're wasting your entire body's time as well, right? Yes. So if you want to ensure you're living in a healthy lifestyle, okay, so if you're really health conscious, so please live in the present moment. And it has also been proved that if you are living in the present moment, you can reduce the HIV infection as well. Because when you're living in present, you're really conscious. Even your cells are conscious that it can fight truthfully against your HIV virus. So this is not the thing that I'm making up. It is a fact. All right. So it is called as the art of living in present. Hi, Priyanka. So good evening. So why are you sad? Because you are late to the session? Is that so? It's okay. So we are not talking about something very important. I'm just telling you, I've just been asking questions whether people are in the present world, whether people are in the past world, whether people are lost in their future. But I'm telling them to live in the present point. So it is something that you have to sit, contemplate, and then understand. So one read you will not understand. It is something that you understand, right? So certain songs you just have to listen to it again and again to get imbibed in the meaning. Yes. So similarly, this is also something that you have to read it again and again so that you'll understand where you're going wrong. So read it again. The present moment is the only thing where there is no time. It is a point between past and future. It is always there, and it is the only point we can access in time. Everything that happens in the present moment. Everything that ever happened and will ever happen can only happen in the present moment. It is impossible for anything to exist outside it. So do you guys agree? I know, so this is the 5th time that I'm reading this statement, so yes, I can understand, but you can take your time to understand and come to a conclusion. So let me tell you a story. So in a nutshell, what I want to tell you is, here and now is the present moment. So I am telling you to live in the present moment. So what do I mean by present moment? Is here and right now. So this moment that you're living, this moment that you're breathing, that is the present moment. So please live that moment, all right? So hello Vishal, hi, I'm good. So thank you so much for joining my session. So I guess you're very busy with your school sessions. Yes. So anyways, thank you so much for joining. So please do watch my recorded lectures. All right. Yes. Okay. So here and now. So let me tell you a story. Okay. So a man was walking in the desert. Okay. Yes, Sudeshna. So good evening. So thank you so much for joining my session. It's great to have you. So come on, quickly like, share and subscribe the link. Okay. So a man was walking in the desert. Okay, he was really tired. He was really fed up with all the problems in his life that he was crossing. He was trying to walk in a nowhere, okay, without any aim. So he was just trying to walk somewhere aimlessly. So he ended up in a desert and he was very thirsty. He was like, what am I doing? Now I didn't get water. So he's already frustrated with his life. Yes. So now he's in a desert suffering from the warmth of the sun. Yes. So now he's like really clueless as to what is going on. So he's at the verge of death. Okay. So hi Pooja. So thank you so much for joining. Yes, good evening. Okay. So please do like, share and subscribe. It's great having you here. Vishal says exam. Okay. All right, Vishal. So wishing you all the best. So do your exam well. So MD, hi, hello. Yes, good evening. So thank you so much for joining my session. So please do like, share and subscribe. All right. So this man was really at the stage of dying. Okay. He's like, I'm going to fall down and I'm never going to wake up. That's when he sees a sign. Okay. A telephone booth to talk to God. It's like out of nothing in the desert, out of nothingness in the desert, there's something in the middle of a desert, in the middle of the sand covered place. Okay. He sees a telephone booth and the board reads, if you want to talk to God, come inside. Okay. He's like clueless. If at all I see God. He's very angry, right? So we are also in certain cases, if at all I see God, I will ask him a lot of questions, right? Yes. So he's very tired that he goes inside and he picks up the phone. He's like, I really want to talk to God. Okay. But the moment he took up the phone and the other side, on the other end of the receiver, a person said, hello. We don't know if it's God or not, but at that moment he was just believing it's God. Okay. He picked up the receiver and he said, hello. And the other person's voice, the person at the other end, the voice at the other end also said hello. And the person at the other end said, yes, ask me what you want. So this man, who was really frustrated on the verge of giving up his life, asked God only one question. How do I live in the present moment? Always have been dwelling over my past or fretting about my past that I never lived my present, or I was always ambitious about my future that I lost my present. So how do I live my present moment? So the voice on the other side said, I don't know if you will be happy with my answer or not, but just listen to what I'm saying. Okay. Okay, so the voice on the other end said, if you want to listen, if you want to live in the present moment, just breathe. Just breathe. So this man was really irritated. I'm frustrated to the core of my life that I was about to give up my life in the middle of a desert. There is a phone booth and the voice says it's God and he's saying just breathe. So the voice at the other end reminds the man, if you want to live in the present, you have to listen to what I'm saying. Yes, so if you're listening to each and every word that I'm saying now, so right now you're living in the present moment. So this man is like, okay, let me listen to this man now. So the voice on the other end said, so breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale for 10 breaths. Then the voice on the other end said, yes, you were living the present moment for the last 10 seconds. Last 10 seconds or the last 2 minutes that you were inhaling and exhaling, yes, you're living in the present moment. Yes, so that is all of us, we are all lacking, right? Yes, so we are always broad-minded. We just try to look above the horizon. Okay, so what will I do after 10 years? What will I do after 5 years? What will I do if this happens? Come on, man, let that happen. So why are you fretting about it even before things can happen? Yes, did you know coronavirus is going to come? If at all God had told us that there is going to be a pandemic, then I'm sure half the world would have died because of the fear, right? Yes, so that's why God does not tell us our death date, right? If at all we know. Imagine the chaos that we'll do. Yes, MD is asking my name, so you can call me Krishna. Yes, so you can call me Krishna, and I teach the entire biology for NEET. So every weekend, Saturday, 7 p.m. we talk about topics that is not about biology, something very general. All right, so that is the meaning of living in the present moment. It can be difficult to live in the present now, right? It is difficult to live in that present moment now. So that is what I mean. So other factors that contribute to our inability to live in the now world is because, or what it includes, we often edit out the bad parts of our experience, making our past seem more enjoyable than it really was. So when I say people are more lost in the past, it can be happy, it can be sad as well. If you're too overwhelmed about something that happened in the past, yes, so you start thinking about that, so you're lost in that own world. So that can also be one reason. Yes, Priyanka saying good evening, so thank you so much for joining us. Okay, we face a lot of uncertainty when we live in the present, which can cause anxiety. So all of us dream. So you guys are preparing for NEET. So all of us dream. So one day I'll be in this college, wearing the white coat, wearing the stethoscope around my leg, discussing with my friends. Yes, you guys have some weird dreams like this, right? The like one that you see in your movies, etc. Yes, all of us have images like this. All of us have dreams, desires like that. But when you come back to the reality, and it is like you have to study photosynthesis in higher plants, that when it strikes you hard. Daydreaming is better than the reality. So people go back to daydreaming, right? Yes? So what are you doing? In a way, you're wasting the present moment. In a way, you're going to spoil your future as well. Is that the solution? Is that the solution? Definitely not. So what is the solution? So in a way, you're spoiling your present, you're spoiling your future as well. Time once gone is gone. The chapter that is pending is always pending. Okay, if these two are done, if these two are gone, then your dream about going into a medical college is also a dream, always a dream, right? Yes, our minds simply tend to wander. Yes, our mind than being in the present moment, it simply tends to wander. How many of you right now looking at my video thinking about what will be for dinner, what will I do after ma'am's class? Yes, our human brain, no, it is a good master. It cannot be a slave easily. Yes, it takes you easily. Hurry, look at this. Hurry, look at that. So that is the strategy your online shopping is using, right? It just gives you notification. It just shows you beautiful message. So how beautiful messages Swiggy sends you? So Swiggy sends me, Krishna, I know we are hungry, so please order. Someone is asking if I'm hungry, right? So you really get tempted. So your mind also wanders. If I am solving questions which people send me in Telegram, and if I get a pop-up from Swiggy, obviously it is the human mentality to think about something else. Yes, the human mind loves to wander. So that is also one psychological part. Yes. Okay. How to be present and live in the moment. Okay, so problems are always problems. So everyone has an endless list of problems. You, I, even Ambani, even Bill Gates, everyone will have problems, right? So problems are endless. So it does not matter. But how do you live in the present? If you ask me, ma'am, are you living in the present? I would say I'm not completely lost in my thoughts of past and future. Yes, at least 50% of the day I live in my present life because I enjoy taking classes. So when you guys ask me questions, I cannot be daydreaming. Yes, when I'm teaching you something consciously, when I'm teaching about digestion, and suddenly if I start blabbering something, that is actually not possible. Yes, of course, I am also living in the present moment. So when your message pops up, yes, that is also bringing back my concentration. Yes. Yes, if you have a backlog and if you don't put up any efforts to clear the backlogs, yes, then that will always remember, right? Yes, procrastination is one easy tool by which it can pull you back. You have a procrastination gene, if you know. I don't know how many of you know it. Yes, you have a gene. You have a gene called as lazy gene. So actually, it's not a lazy gene, but when that gene does not spread the new serotonin happily, okay, it means it is a lazy gene. Okay, so if you are lazy, it is because your gene is not proper. So if you ask me genetically, yes, you can blame everything with our genes. Okay, yes. Hi Keshav, so really after a very long time you're back in my lecture, so thank you so much. It's great having you. So Keshav, please do watch my recorded videos, like, share and subscribe. Yes. Oh, thank you so much, Pooja. That is so sweet of you. Thank you so much. Thank you billions. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Don't give up easily. You still have a lot of time. Cheer up, Keshav. It's okay. Don't be sad. What are you going to gain being sad? At least put in some efforts, realize where you went wrong, analyze which chapters you are weak. Okay? So one last try every time ends you in success. No one is going to end in success in the first glow, right? It takes a lot of time. So it's okay. It's okay, Priyanka. Try again. So how much time did Thomas Alva Edison take to find the bulb? Had he given up with the first 5 attempts today, we would not have electricity. We would not have lights, beautiful lights like this, right? You miss my friends. So, okay, so you miss your friends in your new school. All right, Daniel, that is your problem. Okay. Yes, don't worry. You'll get to meet them. It's okay. Cheer up right now. So why are you getting stressed or depressed? So what is the point? So stress or depression is going to give you marks in NEET. Oh, tell me please, I will share the secret with other students so that they can also be stressed and depressed so that they can get more marks. Really tell me, stress and depression is going to give you marks? Never, never. So gaining marks, so at one point, you know what guys, so when you get good marks in exam, okay, a subject that you really love and you score well, so it has happened with me in molecular genetics when I was studying. So that was one subject that I was really attached to. Okay, the paper was damn tough, full of numericals. Yes, it was so tough that everyone was on the verge of crying because everyone will fail. But trust me, I got the highest because I was emotionally attached to the subject. So it becomes an emotion at one point. It is no longer a marks, it's no longer a subject, it is a connection, it becomes an emotion. So please look at life from that perspective. Okay, you are too young, you still have a lot of problems coming up in line. Okay, so just like you have bucket list in your life, problems also have a bucket list. Whom should I target first? How should I target? So don't give up. Nothing is going to happen. Okay, but yes, everyone has their own problem. So I'm not asking you to find out bulb. Okay, so I'm not asking you to discover bulb. So you will be Dr. Priyanka one day, and who's going to enjoy the fruit? Not I, not anyone else. It's you, right? Yes. Yes, very good. So that is a very good approach. So hi Sujit, so thank you so much for joining. Okay, what is my mark? So I'm not talking about my 12th standard, I'm talking about my master's. Okay, yes, relax, which means you're not putting up proper strategies for your change. So that can be one reason. Okay, yes. Okay, so these are some guidelines to get into this healthy balance of living in the present moment. So these are some guidelines that I would like to tell you. So think about the past in small doses. Okay, so if you're lost in your thinking about the past, so think about the past in small doses and make sure you're focusing on the past for a reason. Okay, yes. Yes, I'm just giving you an example. I'm not saying everyone has to be Thomas Alva Edison, everyone has to be Newton. Definitely not. Even I cannot be. Okay? But be unique in be unique in your own way and try, and until everything stops you. So it says no. There's a saying, even if life gives you 1,000 reasons to not to be happy, so find out one reason to smile. That is life. Yes, everyone has problems. Even I am away from my family, so it's a problem. I'm taking class every day back to back. Yes, it does not mean that I'm not smiling. I'm enjoying what I'm doing, right? So at the end of the day, that is important. So to stay fit, I have to live in the present moment. So understand that if you want to be healthy in the long run, so you're going to become doctors of tomorrow. So first the doctor should be healthy to treat the patients, right? So if you're not mentally fit, if you're not in the present, so imagine tomorrow you're going to do a surgery, and if you're lost in thoughts, what if you put your phone inside the body and stitch it, just like they show in the movie? Yes? What will happen? It was recently found, no, inside a man's chest something, a pen drive was found, but he has never been operated before. So people were clueless how the pen drive went inside the man's chest. Yes? So living in the present gives us a lot of advantage, guys, just like you have the power to concentrate. So living in the present moment also gives us a lot of advantage. All right? So one of the guidelines that I give you, I know guidelines are very easy to give, but to follow is tough. And I know it will not happen overnight in an instant, in a spark. Yes, good things take time. So believe in that. So every good thing takes time. For everyone to prove themselves, it takes time, because in that duration, you shape yourself. That is very important. So how does a potato boil? How does a carrot boil? Yes, it is suffering in the heat. Yes. So it happens. So everything has to suffer. Everything has to be molded to get into a perfect shape and perfect success, right? So good things take time. So don't worry. Okay. Yes. I will talk to you and Priyanka about your strategy, how you're working on the strategy to improve it. Okay. So to relieve a pleasant experience, identify where you went wrong or find out the key to a past success. So you guys are saying, ma'am, I cannot study properly, etc. But where are you going wrong? Where are you going wrong? So if you say phone is distracting, if I take out phone from your hands for 2 days, will you be happy? Will you be efficient to study? Yes. If you are saying, if I get a medical seat, I'll be really very happy, so nothing else will be a problem. Come on, you'll have bigger problems then. So that is life. So life never lets anyone live in peace. So only when you have happiness and sadness, that is your life equilibrium. Everything when it comes to normal, which means you're dead. That should not happen, right? Yes, only problems shape you. So you decide a person's character only when they are in their deepest of problems, right? So that is a saying. Once again, so it's okay to embrace the problem with the same warmth that you give for happiness. Okay, so think about the future also in small doses. Make sure you're focusing on the future in a healthy, low anxiety way. So example, do not spend time worrying about the future. Think about the future just long enough to prepare for it and then move on. So guys, I'm telling you, so your NEET is your only aim. I understand you should have a burning desire, because that is what even I have been telling you. If it does not happen, have a plan B. So that is what I mean by future thinking. Yes, you can dream about yourself being here, becoming a doctor, wearing a white coat. Yes, that is fine. But practically, if you're thinking about the future, make a plan B. If it's not happening, so what will be your next plan? So that time, if you sit and cry, you're mentally stressing yourself. Don't do it. Don't do it. So make a plan B. So you have from A to Z, you have 26 alphabets. If you're smart enough, make all the 26 plan and keep it ready. If A is not happening, execute B. If B is not happening, use C. Yes, that is how we live. Everyone has trial and error. So everything does not happen in one go. Yes? Yes, of course. Imagine tomorrow you're diagnosing a child with cancer. So how will you go tell that the child is diagnosed with cancer, stage 3 cancer, to their parents? Will you become emotional? Yes. Will you start crying before you actually tell it to the parents? Have you seen a doctor like that? No, I'm telling you, if you want to become a doctor, you will also have to become emotionally strong. You will have to be mentally fit to become a doctor. So that is criteria 1. So doctor is not just a profession. Again, it's an emotion. Yes. So if I am teaching, if I'm a monotonous teacher, I come teach physiology, then this kind of conversation would not exist between you and I, right? Yes. If I only teach biology right here, and if I don't put up efforts for sessions like this, we will not have time like this. You will not come here. See how many people are coming. So today in my lecture, I had only 4 watching. I don't really mind. Even those 4 people are happily listening to what I'm teaching. I'm very happy. But now look how excited you guys are. You guys are telling me all your problems. Even I am trying to address your problems, right? So it is more of a connection than of a duty, right? So that is how you should take life into. Okay? Okay, fine. Okay. So stay in the present moment for the vast majority of your time. Ma'am, all these lines I understand, but what should I do now? So if you want to live in the present moment, I have a very beautiful exercise. Now just look around your house. What is your mom doing? What is your dad doing? What is your sister? What is your dog doing? So what is happening? Which are the lights turned on? Which is the fan turning on? Where is this noise coming from? These are simple exercise every day, 2 minutes. So if you're studying one chapter for 1 hour, so every 5 minutes, do the present, living in the present exercise. So right now, what is happening? I'm here talking, okay? So can I hear a background sound? So where it is happening? So all of you are texting me. Am I reading it? So what is going to happen? So in the present moment, what is happening? So if a car is passing by, so which car it is passing by? If it's giving a high sound, if it's giving a low sound, so that is how you practice living in the present. So trust me, if you are living in the present, your concentration power increases 10-fold than you are right now. So that is why blindly, if you ask elders, they say just sit in meditation. So this is the logic behind meditation. So when you close your eyes and sit, you can feel your body is breathing, right? Yes, your diaphragm moves up and down. So what is the change happening in your body? So what is the ultimate meditation the saints sadhus do? They just study your inner movements, right? So that you don't think of anything else. When you're talking about your body's movement of your diaphragm, you have to pay attention to it. So right now, you're not paying attention to your diaphragm. So, but still it is working, right? It's contracting and relaxing. So what do I mean by living in the present? So technically, people say sit in meditation. So if they want you to sit with your eyes closed, they ultimately want you to listen to your bodily changes, right? Your diaphragm is moving up and down. So as a result, what is happening to your gut? So that is what. So in a way, you're trying to focus your mind onto the present, right? So everything is that. So I know you people are too distracted to sit in meditation, in what is called as meditation, because it is a technically scary term for all of us. Yes, we are not that old to meditate, I understand. But to live in the present, practice exercises like this. So if you're sitting in a room and studying, if you have a window nearby, just don't keep looking at the window, but watch, observe what is happening in the present moment. So when you see a hero in a movie, yes, so how is he a hero or why is he a hero? Because he has presence of mind. So presence of mind is an art which not everyone will have, but it's something that you can develop, right? It is your choice once again. If you are happy, that is your choice. You chose to be happy despite all your odds. Yes, no one is responsible for your smile. Don't blame anyone for your smile. You took up the decision. You stood up with your decision. Then why do you blame others? If you're smiling or crying, at the end of the day, you are responsible. Don't point your finger at others. So they say, no, even if you point one finger at others, all the 3 fingers are pointing at you. So for everywhere, any situation, it is the same formula. All right? Yes. So of course, the guidelines is easier said than being followed, but it will get easier with practice. So without even actually trying. So initially, when you were a kid, if mom had not given you apple forcefully into your mouth, you will never know the taste of apple, right? So it was forcefully given to you. So push yourself to practice these techniques so that at some point in life, you'll have a better future. All right? Yes. So hi Shimpi Dubey. So I'm really good. So thank you so much for joining my session. So how did your exams go on? Good? So guys, please do like, share and subscribe. So Aman, hello, hi. Yes, so you were pretty late. So late that I was about to say bye. But it's still okay. So do watch the recorded lecture. All right? Yes? So this is all that I wanted to say you. So live in the present. Okay? So if you ask me, everything, happiness, health, peace, prosperity, everything comes when you live in the present, when you enjoy the essence of the present. So now what you don't have? Oh my God. Okay, fine. Thank you so much. So I hope you have done well. So please become my student very soon. All right? Yes. So everything, a lot of happiness. So what is your effort to make your present better? Your past is bad. I agree. Everyone's past has a sad story. Everyone's future will also have a sad story. But how beautiful are you making your present? So that is where you stand out of the others. Okay. So don't be one among the others. So be one out of the others. If you can smile, okay, but if you can make others smile, that is all the more beautiful. Yes, so I'm wishing you abundance of happiness, joy, good health, everything. So please stay happy, smile at the present. So learn to live in the present. Okay, yes. Oh my God, so that is not about it. So I'm talking about from the student's perspective. Yes, so because I get a lot of queries saying, ma'am, I wasted the whole day. Who is responsible? You are responsible. So if you say your phone is distracting you, so just make up a hypothetical idea. So if I take the phone from my life 2 days, will I be productive? No. So how many of you will be thinking about the phone itself? So how many of you are like, if I leave the phone right here, that you'll be thinking about the phone itself? So what message would have come? What notification would have come? Huh? That also happens, right? Which means you're not seeking a solution. So try to seek a solution out of every problem. And one more thing, if you have a problem, don't run away from it. The problem will chase you. Try to go near the problem. It will run away by itself. Okay? So there's no point in running away from a problem. So try nearing the problem will run away. All right? Yes? That is all I wanted to tell you. So this is my schedule for Monday. So Monday 3 p.m. So for all those who are new and who came to watch my session, so I'm always grateful for you and thank you in abundance. So this is my schedules every day. 3 to 4, I come live. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I talk about a class 12 chapter. And Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, I talk about a class 11 chapter. So it's Monday. So Monday, I'm talking about ecosystem. It is lecture 1. So please do join. All right. And in class 11, I'm talking about digestion and absorption. All right. Yes. Yes. Menti will happen in the next week. So I will let you know. Okay. Okay, fine. So super fast, NEET. Hi, hello. You're always towards the end. Okay. So when I finish off in style, you are here. But still, thank you so much. So please do like, share, and subscribe. All right. So will you guys be happy? Will you guys try to live in the present moment? Yes. Will you promise me? So please do come. Don't forget to come for my session on Monday at 3 p.m. All right? Yes? Okay, so if you genuinely liked my video than me teaching biology, so please do like, share, and subscribe. I will come back with a lot more videos like this. Okay? So thank you so much for being a wonderful audience on a Saturday evening. It's great interacting with you. So this is me signing off. So take care. Have a nice weekend and bye-bye. Okay?